Well, welcome to this second episode of Oxygen Gauge. I'm delighted to be joined here again by Pete Murphy, who is Chief Sales Officer at Nebula Global Services. Welcome, Pete.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
Great. Well, today we're going to be talking about emerging markets for IT channel services. I think it's fair to say that channel services providers have traditionally worked directly with the resellers and the MSPs. I know Nebula does, but is this changing? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So, first question, Nebula, you recently announced a partnership with physical security vendor Verkada. Mm-hmm. So why is that a key part of your strategy moving forward?
I think we're always looking at ways to be different in the channel, and looking at emerging vendors is always been part of our strategy. And what we really like about Verkada is that that's a physical security vendor that's led by a lot of experience from other technology vendors that have been successful in the channel. But what Verkada do that I really like is they lead with the outcome that we've talked about a lot. And I think that it's driven by consumer behavior. Physical security. Everyone's got a Ring doorbell at home now, and I think that in the professional environment, a lot of organisations are looking to protect their people and their property, and they've got an unbelievable cloud platform that allows you to do some unbelievable stuff. But what I like about Verkada is that they know they can't go it alone, and as an emerging vendor, there's not necessarily a services strategy that they've got baked into their product and their go-to-market strategy. So we found ourselves in a situation where we could be that global service delivery arm for them, helping the channel wrap, the deployment, the ongoing support, obviously the installation, and I think that that's a really exciting one to keep looking out for. But that's not to say there's not going to be more as well.
Well, yeah. Verkada's the first, but I was going to ask, will there be more? And in which case, which technology areas are we talking about?
Yeah, I think that we would be on the lookout to add more emerging vendors to the portfolio. I think that they'd have to be closely linked to our core strengths, which is networking and security. But I think for us to help give the channel something different to take to market, different value to take to their clients, I think it's important that we're not always led by the traditional vendors that everyone in the industry knows. It's to support the ones that are driving new technology with outcome at the forefront, like physical security. So I very much expect that in the future we will look at others. And in true Nebula form, I'm sure there'll be one or two to come.
Well, looking at your partner customers, so which areas of the channel are you seeing most traction for this type of vendor accredited service?
I think it's the reseller market. Typically, they have the best relationships with their clients. They're the ones that are most embedded. They understand their business strategy, and I think that with the channel support in understanding, what the solutions available to them are that they can resell through someone like a Nebula, they will probably get the most traction because they're trusted advisors to their clients. So that's the area that I think we're seeing the most success at the moment.
Yeah, well, thanks, Pete, for running us through that. And it is really interesting to see this as a major development in the channel services space, with these emerging vendors looking to channel services to set up a kind of outcome-based services approach. So, yeah, I can't wait to see the next move.
Yeah, me too.